Hey, does that work better?
That lamp is not.
That lamp, too much light. The angelic glow. Welcome. Whoa, Ghost Stories with John. I told you, Scotty's over there. He's having a good time.
Hey, Scotty.
I don't know why I named him Scotty.
Is that better?
I think so. It looks more like how I had a campfire, just warming my hands.
Is there enough light?
No. Oh. We're so professional.
It's good enough for now, right?
I think so.
Is that in your eyes?
It's a little bright.
Okay. How was it before?
Oh, how many people we got watching? None? No one wants to watch? We got, who's that? That says, what's up? What's up? What's up, Exile State? How's it going?
Who's that?
Justin?
No, that just popped up there. Who's F? Cargo again?
I didn't see that.
That's what just popped up on there, I'm telling you.
Oh. Hakan, are you watching too? You should be sleeping.
Unless I can't read.
Probably. Let's see what's going on. Just trying to get the setup going. I really do feel like we're, I'm about to start telling you guys ghost stories.
Well, we'll get a better setup when we move.
This is a temporary setup.
Ah, no!
What are you doing to me?
Good morning. Or good night.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, you just woke up. Right on. Hey, Matilda. What's up?
You still have to look at the camera over here.
I have to watch the chat, too. That's the only way I can see stuff. My shifty eyes.
Well, how about I take the computer, because you'll see what they say down here, and I can respond.
I can't see that far. I'm old.
Well, get some glasses.
There we go. I'm doing really good, thank you. It's kind of a late night here for us, but we don't care. We're night owls. I have to be night owl right now, so... Ooh, chair! So, you guys see everything okay? Is this better than it was earlier with my little attempt at... Well, it's morning there too? Where are you at?
Behind that?
This is my worldwide tour tonight. We're gonna be touring with all the people from around the globe. Israel, awesome. I just got a commission from an artist from there. Her name is Bella Rachlan, if I say it right. R-A-C-H-L-A-N. Haven't shown it off yet in the video. Rachlan, maybe? Anyways, so that's cool. Welcome. I know I've seen quite a bit of your videos of late. So anyways, it's pretty cool. And I know my friend Hakan is in Turkey. No, I don't draw. I wish I did. What?
You do, just not fancy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I dabble, but I'm not talented. My oldest daughter is the talent of the family so far. The little ones are still learning, so we'll get there eventually. Yeah, so just wanted to do a little impromptu chat tonight just because I've been wanting to do one for a while, just to try out the live show and do some live stuff and whatnot. So I brought a few books to talk about tonight, but nothing crazy. More just you know, chatting with people, seeing what's going on around the globe, I guess, as it were. But you know, it's pretty late here in the Midwest, so my wife and I went out. We did our last big hunt, comic hunt today. got a babysitter and just took like the whole freaking day to basically look for comics, and we had a good time. And oh man, we got a lot of stuff. We found out about a huge collection that I'm trying to figure out which kidney to give up to get. So, you know, there's that. This one's, what's up, Doom? Tonight's episode is brought to you by Diet Mountain Dew. I guess I could get some beer if you guys want some beer for the show. I got lots of beer. I have like a beer night lately.
Like a beer connoisseur.
Yeah, I have beers from all around the world. Or at least the United States. So yeah, what's good out there in you guys' world?
You're asking what kind of beer is good in their world?
Sure.
What's good in general?
What's good in general? What's shaking? I know someone on here, not named Doom, would a lot seem to like that drink. The Mountain Dew or the beer. So, I got this in the mail yesterday. I bet Hakan will want to see this. Ooh, I know Doom does not want to see this. But
close your eyes. Close your eyes.
close your eyes, man. It was I have mixed feelings on this comic, to be honest. I have the original Delado is like, you know, yeah, it's still a great cover, but I understand your feelings. I have similar feelings, but at the same time, it's kind of an easy way to make money, right? It was definitely a money grab for Unknown Comics to do this. So those who don't know, I know there's not a whole lot of people watching tonight, but this was originally like a really hard to get variant that they did for X-23 number 1, I believe. Maybe it was the one shot. I'm not 100% sure. Doom would know. He's got one. So anyways, they released this Virgin cover for X-Men Red number 1, and you know, it's got people mixed feelings, I think, around the community, and I don't disagree, because but I like the Virgin covers, so you know, it is what it is. And this one is kind of a nice alternative for those of us that may never be able to afford the original. Then again, as I can attest, if you save your money properly and build up for something, anyone can afford anything. So, anyways. So we were out and about today, and we'll post a video later about the haul. I'm not going to show too much of the haul because I'll get in trouble with my wife, and we don't need that. No, we don't.
I'm the one that'll get in trouble.
Yeah, she had a good day today. This lighting was killer right in my eyeballs. Yeah, so.
You don't need to see it, fine.
Right. Yeah, don't need to worry about my sight. I just gotta worry about your guys' sight. So it's kind of an awesome weekend to do this because we had.
Oh shit, that's terrible for sound, sorry. Well, now you can, like... But leave this plugged in, otherwise it's
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Just say the F word, sorry.
This is not a family-friendly show this late at night.
Tell me if this is better. I'm trying to save your eyeballs.
Yeah, that's better. Good. Yes, thank you. We are getting ready for the move. It's going to be a freaking couple weeks here before that happens, I suppose. Probably by the end of March at the latest, I would imagine.
Boo!
Maybe sooner. Depends on how things work out. Oh, man. So, like I said, we went on our big hunt today. The first place we went was the shop that's always like 50% off. So I think we ended up spending like 3 or 4 hours there. It was forever. It was okay. It was good. Got lots of stuff. Then I went to my favorite LCS, the big one. Um, 'Cause I had to go. They were having a 20% off sale today. So I really wanted to take advantage and get one item. So I got a couple. What?
It's like three.
The playback?
I can hear all three.
We have a whole studio in here right now, including our sixth child. His name is Scotty. He's little and brown.
Furry friends?
Loves crackers. You only have 2 stores? Yeah, see, my friend Escargo80, I don't know how many shops he has in his area, but it's like, we're really spoiled over here to have what different options we have, but sometimes we take it for granted, or we want more, I want more. We have 6 shops here, plus a half-price bookstore, which is, they have comics as well, which I did get one from today. This is, yeah, see that? It's a Deadpool #1. It's a Mark Brooks cover, but it's a 6th printing. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever had that many printings of a book. So, I don't know. Actually, Heather got it for me because she thought, hey, he needs that book. Oh, see, she'll even say it on there. Yeah, so, anyways, I just thought it was a cool. I don't collect a whole lot of Deadpool anymore, but I thought the Mark Brooks looked pretty badass. So, yeah. Speaking of that, anyone see I'm sure by now everyone has seen the Deadpool 2 trailer. Pretty stoked about that. It's coming up probably faster than we realized, being that, we're already into February, almost halfway through February already. It's crazy. Time flies. It's always flying for us, that's for sure. We're always busy with the kids and whatnot. Yeah, it does. It's, it's pretty cool. I like Mark Brooks a lot, though. And speaking of Mark Brooks, should I segue into, he's got a new, I'm assuming there's a New Mutants series called Darkchild coming out. So, they got a lot of different creators doing exclusive covers for that. So, you're going to have Mark Brooks doing a set. He's kind of showed it off already on Instagram. If you guys aren't on Instagram yet, you should be. There's a lot of creator information out there. You can follow myself at allaboutcomics77. You can follow Escargo80 on there as well. I believe that's under his real name. But yeah, it's always fun to see because they put all these sneak peeks on there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go for the set. I mean, I have to see, obviously, what it looks like. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to what he did with the Phoenix. So it's just going to be the same, and same with, well, maybe not Psylocke, but the Phoenix, he did so many variations of the uniform. So I would assume that Magic is going to have the black uniform and then probably a white one and green and gold. I don't know. That's just me speculating here on what I think will happen. For me, on Instagram, it's allaboutcomics77. Just all one word. I'll type it here for you. So anyways, thinking, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a four book set, a 3-book set. I'm not sure what he's going to do or who's even going to be selling it. So, Hakan knows that I'm always, I spend a lot of hours at night looking at comics and learning different things, what's coming out, who's got it, and where to get it. Check out the Deadpool #25 variant. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I haven't seen it myself yet, but I'll definitely see what's going on there. Oh, for sure, man. On the on the J. Scott Campbell set. I went to his website once this morning and once this evening to see if there's been anything new posted, and then I went to Instagram because that's where he seems to post all of his pictures first. And so we do know it's going to be exclusive to his website. So that's going to be another. He did say set, so I would assume another 4-book set, or hopefully it doesn't go crazy like he did with the Jean Grey ones, where it's like 8-book set. That'd be a little bit much on my wife's pocketbook. Oh, sweet! Thanks for finding me on Instagram there, Matilda. I will follow you back once I get back on there. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I know that Campbell showed some of the artwork already, and it looks pretty sweet. I mean, I like his other Magic stuff he's done, but I think with this particular storyline, going for the Darkchild storyline, it's going to be really interesting just to see what they do. Because I mean, I think it was on Mark Brooks. If you actually look, she has hooves. Like, I'm assuming she's a demon at this point, or a devil, or the devil. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm so excited about this set. Like, Magic being one of my top 2 favorite people in the not sure what that means. Anyway, so Magic's like my number 2 female, I guess. X-23 is probably my first. And then Magic's up there, you know. So, if you guys want, here in a minute, I'm gonna go see if I can grab that commission that I just got from Israel. It looks very, very nice. So another book I was going to talk about. I've shown it in a couple of haul videos, but today I found another copy, and I don't know why I feel like this book is going to get some spec play down the road. Not that there's anything with the story; it's just the artwork. You know, a lot of Supergirl collectors out there. This is by I believe it's Tony Harris. It's the B cover, and I have a feeling that a lot of these B covers that are from earlier are going to start trickling up. Very reminiscent to what some of the, like, you know, Adam Hughes, Art Germ, those kind of guys have done over the years. You think about like that Batgirl 12 that everyone covets and loves and whatever. That book, you know, $50, $60 book. It's not like super rare. It's not even a variant. It's just a regular cover. Then you throw in some of these lower print runs. You know, Earth 2 Society. The print run on this book was in the low 20,000s just for the regular cover. Maybe even less than that. I haven't looked up to see what the exact number was. I feel like it was 17,000, but that's just neither here nor there. So then you throw in a B cover, which I don't know what the print ratio is. They're not 1-for-1, I don't think. But regardless, this is the first one I found in the wild. So I picked up my other 2 online right away when I heard about this book because I love the cover. So I got those for $3 each, and I got this one for half price, so $1.50 today. So I don't know, it's a great Superwoman or Supergirl cover. See what happens. I mean, for $1.50, you're not out anything. If you're in the spec, I go back and forth. I think ultimately down the road I want to have a comic shop. That's like my dream. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like after the move and everything. And well, anyway, so today we found this guy who did have a shop. We had, so I guess that would be like our 8th shop in town or around us. And we've been to his shop. We went to his shop a few times over the last couple of years since we've lived here. But it's just not, it was not a nice shop. It was not well kept. It was kind of gross, to be honest. He had like dogs and cats in there and whatnot. So we did not frequent there. But every once in a while I would go over there when I was looking for something like some of the Red Sonja, Perillo covers, Adam Hughes covers, that kind of stuff. And he would just like price it at, sometimes it was ridiculous, sometimes it was fair, sometimes it was just whatever. So anyways, we found out today that he's selling his entire store. 20,000 comics are for sale. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this will be the great time. I mean, it's terrible timing for us because we're getting ready to move, and it's a big move for us going, you know, literally across country. So probably not the right time to bring 20,000 comic books along with our household goods with us. So, um, but you know, Heather's on board with it. She wants to do it too. I told her, she can be, just stay at home, run the online comic store. Life will be good. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when it gets closer to movie day, if the guy still has it available. Because I can't imagine anyone around here is going to go over there and spend X amount of dollars. I mean, I know what he's asking for it, but I think we could get him lower because I think he's desperate. Not that you want to play on desperate times, but let's just say he's asking for about 40 cents an issue. So you can do the math there. Um, but still, I know he has tons of good stuff in there because he never had customers. I mean, literally, you go in there one time and you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good not going back there. Except for me, I'll be like, I know there's gems in there. I just got to dig. But then you come out with feeling sick because of how unclean the building was. But the thing is you would literally have to rebag and board every single thing in that shop. That's how dirty it was. But hey, that's okay because I know in my heart of hearts we could find some amazing books in that store because he had it loosely alphabetized, so it wouldn't be like, Red Sonja wasn't with Red Sonja, she was just in the R's. You just kind of have to dig and choose. Batman was just thrown in, so there was literally no rhyme or reason to it. Was just Batman. Didn't have it broken down by, any of the subgroups or subtitles. So, oh goodness. So, I don't know if you guys ever do any of the Kickstarter stuff. But hey, you know what? Maybe that's what we should do. We should start a Kickstarter to open up a comic shop. Yeah, who's going to support us? Who's in? Show of hands. Anyway, so there's been a couple of new Kickstarters out there. If you guys are into the Lady Death and whatnot, there's a new one up for that. It's got a really cool. So there's a couple. Yes, I got my first guy. Perfect. Thanks, man. I knew I could count on you. So they have, and I never really got into Kickstarters before, and I missed the boat on some stuff. So I follow a bunch of different artists. I love collecting commissions, as you guys probably know. So the best way to do that is to try and get friendly with the artist. So that's what I attempt to do. That being said, I had a commission done by Colette Turner. If you guys see it in some of my videos, where it's one of my favorite commissions, if not the favorite. She did the Batgirl one for me. If you guys have seen it, I had people message me and ask me if it was a variant cover where they could get it. But unfortunately, it is. Fortunately for me, it is mine alone. So beautiful cover. She did all three of Stephanie Brown's for me, like Batgirl, Robin, and the Spoiler. Well, the lady from Israel, I met her on Instagram. She was in New Jersey at the time, but she actually just mailed me the package from Israel when she got done with my commission. She's an artist there. Very talented. She's easy to work with, very friendly. But if you look her up on Instagram or YouTube, she actually has a YouTube channel as well. I think she just hit 1,000 subs actually. So it's just Bella. I'm gonna spell it here for you in the chat. I believe this is how you spell it. Yeah, she's awesome. But she did. I'm also I get sidetracked here with all these questions, right? So I'm an anime fan, so she did Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail for me. She is. I'd love to go grab it here in a minute. I just gotta have to get out of my chair, and it sounds boring right now. It's on my desk, which there's a whole bunch of stuff on the desk. So, it depends on the artist, honestly. So, let's just say for Bella, she did this one that my wife is going to go get. I think her cost was like $120. you know. So the hardest thing I found with commissions is the weight. So like the Colette Turner, she charged me 180 Canadian. Actually, with shipping and everything, it was like 200 bucks Canadian, which is like 180 American. So it was really, I mean, a really good deal. It might be up with the other commissions on the shelf. Um, so, anyways, back to Colette Turner. She is doing a cover for the Lady Death Kickstarter, and I think it's like a $50 pledge, you know, yada yada yada, and then you get this all these free stuff, and you get that cover. The cover she's doing is actually going to have jewels embedded in it. It sounds crazy, but awesome. So I wanted to support that particular Kickstarter. It goes until March 9th, if you guys are into that. Then there was another one. I wish I would have got on with Colette. She did. It's called Badassical, and that's a pretty cool. She does the cover art, and I believe her husband or boyfriend does the writing. He's a pretty cool guy. We chat pretty regular. How do I do, like, I just message the artist and we kind of work out the deal from there. I will tell you, you have to have a lot of patience with the artist because they're busy, you know, and this, you know, con season, and if you look at their schedules, a lot of them will post their con schedule, so they're traveling all the time. There's a few Facebook groups where I know people that have hooked me up with contact information, or, you know, just straight up messaging them on Facebook or Instagram, and I've had, you know, moderate success. I mean, you're not going to get, you know, J. Scott Campbell isn't going to do a commission for you, so don't even waste your time. He can barely get it, you know. He does a few cons from what I understand. I believe he's going to be at ECCC. It's not on their website, but he announced it on Instagram the other day in one of his chat or one of his comments. So, you know, but for the most part, they just, I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, messaging them, not being pushy or rude. You know, I've been really fortunate to find awesome contacts to work with to get commissions done. So I think last year, I'm still waiting for a couple to come in from last year. Oh, well, it might be on the underneath the. It's like it's on like a Street Fighter swimsuit edition or something cover. But so here's what this isn't the commission, but this is. Yeah, man. Our as of right now, we're 100% committed to Fan Expo Dallas. So this is a print that Bella threw in with my commission. You can kind of see her art style. Like, this is a print, but you know, she's a pretty fast worker, and she is. I mean, if you go to her Instagram, she's posting every day. She's got a lot of commissions, so she works through them pretty quickly. And she's, like I said, she's super friendly. I know she's done some cover work for a comic company called Chapter House or something like that. But yeah, this is just a print. Like I said, she threw this in for free. Super sweet girl. But yeah, her boyfriend is also from Israel, and he does art as well. He's also talented. I have not worked with him yet. I'm working on some stuff with one of my guys for Sora Sung. If you guys are familiar with her, she's on Instagram. She's very talented as well. I've been trying for like a year to get her. She's emailed me back and forth, and just, I mean, she's very busy, so she's doing something at a con for me, so we'll see. But I know a lot of different people on here collect commissions. Spidey Fan, for example, he's willing, and I mean, he talks to me every other day. We're talking about different conventions and stuff, so a great guy. He got the Chad Harden Harley Quinn, and he got it remarked with a what we're calling the first Batman Who Laughs Harley Quinn. It's pretty awesome. But they got that from my wife since she likes Harley Quinn, so she was pretty stoked about that. And I mean, I don't know what the guy charges for remarks, but whatever. You know, it was a gift, and I really appreciate it. I know my wife was super happy, so Spidey fan for the win. And there's some other artists too. I mean, I guess the thing when you're collecting commissions, I mean, I could talk about commissions all night. Hopefully, we'll call this the commission show. There are so many different artists out there that just because they haven't done Marvel or DC, you know, Zenescope, for example, my gosh, they have like the deepest talent pool probably of any company right now. It's just crazy the amount of talent that they have doing their covers, doing their interiors, whatever. And you know, a lot of, I mean, J. Scott Campbell's done stuff with them. Art Germ started with them. You know, there's just a ton of different people that start or break in. You know, you guys know how much I collect Natalie Sanders stuff, and she did a lot of stuff with BDI. I prefer the older ones personally. I think that sometimes with the convention ones that my experience, I don't have a whole lot of experience with conventions, but they tend to be less detailed, you know. So let's just go back to Natalie Sanders, for example. She will be at ECCC coming up, and she's offering commissions, but it's pencils only. You know, and she isn't cheap. I mean, even just for the pencils, I think she's like $600-700 this time around. But if you go through her website, she only takes on like a commission a month, so she only does like 12 a year. Yes, awesome. Yeah, Zenescope does really lovely women because they have a really awesome talent pool for that kind of stuff. So Natalie takes only the amount of commissions that she can do per year because she has a payment plan with a lot of her stuff, and you know, I'm a big proponent of her art, and I will suggest anyone, if they can afford it or want to do it, reach out to her, get something set up, and she'll do payment plans with almost anything. Which comic do you have? Do you collect like the one that you read, or just to look at? Because I know either way is okay. So yeah, it can get pricey depending on who you go with. I mean, for me, for someone who like,
Wonderland's a good one.
What's that?
I said Wonderland's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Like, I mean, we were looking at Wonderland today, actually, looking for. Well, Art Germ did a cover, I think Wonderland 25.
Yep.
And then of course, you know, I'm always looking for Paul Green stuff. If you guys don't know, Paul Green is. Yeah.
Guy.
He's my dude, man. He's my number one guy. What's up, Mr. Rig? Good to see you. Or see your words. That's it. Yeah. So for Natalie, like, I was really surprised at her costs, just because she's not well known. Like, some of her, but she paints. She actually does oil painting, you know, and different styles. So it's not like just Copic markers, and a lot of them do. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but just as far as her fees go, like Perillo, Delato, those guys use, you know, I think oil-based paint or oil paintings, so they cost a little bit more, which, you know, is understandable. You get what you pay for, right? So here is the commission that I got from Bella. Has not been shown yet on here, so as you can see, this is Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. I wanted her to do like a realistic version of Urza Scarlet. So in reality, I guess you put some more clothes on Red Sonja and a skirt, and there you go. Which is still pretty badass. Like, yeah, like I said, she does really good work for the price of this. So I think what did I say? I think it was $120, something like that, plus shipping, which, I mean, $15 I think is what it costs to ship, and you get this cool free print. So, anyways, it just depends on, like for example, tonight I was on Ben Oliver's Instagram. If you guys don't know who Ben Oliver is, I love that dude's work, and he does some stuff for DC, but it's just mostly B covers. He did the Superwoman B covers. I found some of the Green Lantern Lost Army number. He did 6 covers, I believe. They're all connecting, as I learned from him tonight. But excuse me, got a bit of a cold. Anyways, so Ben Oliver, I don't know, the guy's over in the UK. I don't know, he's not real responsive to anything. But I'm in love with his Green Lantern, Aricia. I think that's how you say her name. The female Green Lantern with the green skin, blonde hair. Yeah, looks amazing. So I found a couple of the B covers. I actually found the third one, but it's just really scuffed up and would take a hell of a lot to clean because it's like a white cover. But I don't know. They're beautiful books, and I get obsessed with certain things. So I reached out to him tonight to see, because he does stuff digital, but his commissions that he does do are crazy sick. So he actually has a eBay account, and he posted up 2 things for auction right now. And one of them is a Joker, like nodding, kind of like this. And you get the original art plus a signed comic that he did for whatever it was. And then the other one he has is a penciled Batman. It looks like 11 by 17, as well as another signed All-Star Batman variant cover that he did. Yeah, so it's... Anyways, I have a top 10 list of artists that I don't want commissions from this year. I haven't done like a top 10 video. I mean, I guess I could at some point, but for me, it's like commissions, and then of course you have the other. I love variant covers and stuff like that. So I picked up a comic today with you in mind, Mr. Rig. I don't know why I thought of you when I saw this comic. I know you like Zombie Tramp, so today I found this, and they didn't have a full run of it. It's from Moonstruck Comics, but it's called Zombies versus Cheerleaders. This is a cover B for number 4. No idea on the artist yet. I picked this up because it's Zombie versus Cheerleaders. Anyways, pretty cool cover. It is cute, right? But I don't know why they had some other ones, but this one was the coolest cover in my professional opinion. So yeah, if you guys have questions on commissions or whatever, you can always hit me up. I love to talk commissions. I've been very, very fortunate in some of the contacts I've made. I have hopefully got myself on the Paul Green waiting list for sometime in June through one of the Facebook pages, but we'll see. I won't hold my breath. Hold my breath. So, yeah, I'd like to see what the rest of the series looks like, but there was I think Jamie Tyndall did a cover for the Zombie versus Cheerleaders, which, I don't know, I will stick with my Paul Green and Ben Oliver's. I do, going back to Natalie Sanders, yeah, like I said, if you guys are into her kind of stuff, she's very easy to work with, very friendly, and has a payment plan. So, if you can find a way to swing that deal. Huh? My thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, also, hey, segue. Well, there's not a lot of people watching, but if any of you guys are interested in doing or wanting anything signed by her, I do have a, private signing set up with her. We don't have a date yet. It's not really that big of a deal. It's basically, I think it's like $7 a signature, something like that. So she'll sign as many books as you want. She also has an option for CGC if you prefer that sort of stuff, but I haven't sent a lot of stuff in the CGC, but I'll have a lot more here in the near future, I'm sure, from some of the other deals I've made. So yeah, that's kind of, there's that. So I'm not sure what that means. Oh, CGC. Yeah, it's a grading company. So if you want to get your stuff slabbed in a book with a number on it that tells you that it's in great shape, or a certified signature, which is what I used for the Todd McFarlane showed off on one of the videos. Speaking of which, there is another Todd McFarlane signature opportunity coming up here in June. So, yeah, man, for sure. You talking about the Zenescope one, our very first one? Really, for the Todd McFarlane, yeah, it's going to be in June. It's I think $125, and that includes the signature, the CGC, and the shipping. So it's a pretty good deal. Again, it's through one of the people that I work with a lot on signatures and commissions and stuff. Also, he's getting some Adam Hughes stuff signed for us next month for the if you guys haven't seen the Spectacular Spider-Man 300, freaking amazing cover, guys. I am so excited for that cover. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's just like, it's so meaningful, you know, just seeing that what this cover is. I don't know, it's different. It's maybe not Adam Hughes' best work as far as that goes, but it is a freaking important, to me, cover. So I'm excited to have that. So that will be signed and slabbed as well. So one of the other books I picked up today, I'm just full of segues. Yeah, they have a Marvel Max line that they did in the early 2000s, I believe. It was their gritty line. There was like Punisher, I think there was Deadpool Max. I can't remember who else was under the Max line. I used to read the Scotty's back. I used to read the Punisher Max, and that was it was just their way of trying to do like a rated R. Hey, did you finally get the Alias Wolverine Max? Yeah, I didn't know about that. I know you're talking about the Jessica Jones. Who did I see was doing a Jessica Jones commission the other day? Who did I tell you that was, babe?
I don't remember.
Whoever the artist was, actually got Kristen Ritter, the actress who plays Jessica Jones in the Netflix series, actually got her to pose for the camera, or for the art. So I can't remember the artist now, and that's gonna bug the crap out of me. Anyways, I'll have to look it up and see. I really like Jessica Jones. I thought it was it was different. You know, it was a little. If you read Alias, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on Alias when you're done with that, because that was pretty dark.
Did you pre-order it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So what else we got? I just started a Netflix series called Altered Carbon. If you guys haven't seen that yet, yeah, definitely make a video. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on Alias. Probably one of the most enjoyable Brian Michael Bendis writings that I have found, I guess, in my years. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him. It'd be interesting to see what he does with Superman, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't read as many comics as I used to, unfortunately. But you know, read some stuff to the kids every now and then, and do that kind of stuff, and they seem to enjoy it. So that's all good. But yeah, I will actually pick up whenever he starts with Superman. So we'll see how that goes, just to see what he does. I mean, he likes to shake things up. I mean, there was the Ultimate Spider-Man line that he was writing. What?
Poison Ivy Catwoman pre-sale.
For what issue?
Number 42, Batman number 42.
Oh.
sorry.
Is it Cover B?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Oh, nice. The only comic shop you have, and they had Alias. That's pretty awesome. I looked at some Alias today, actually, but I read it in the graphic novel form back in the day, so I find that a lot of stuff I do that for, like Saga, for example, you need to plug in for the computer. Yes, the Great Mouse Detective, or Great Mouse Hunter. He's asleep right now, but there's a mouse literally right here. I call him Scotty. I don't know why, but I feel like that's his name. So he comes peeking out of our shoe closet just to be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" He's pretty ballsy. You know, he don't mess around. He likes to come over here and find some remnants of whatever the children left behind. Which, with 5 kids, he's got like a buffet. You know,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
smorgasbord of delightful treats. So yeah. There you
Well, I'm trying.
go. Right up through here.
Plug it in.
Plug it in. Plug it in. So, since we're talking about Spider-Man and pre-sales and all kinds of stuff, I'm very excited.
Better.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. You ready? You ready for this? Amazing Spider-Man, Michael Turner, number 15 variant. There's a whole lot of glares going on. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's an absolutely beautiful book. You know, I thought that Mr. Campbell's Black Cat was the bee's knees, but I think Mr. Turner might have something to say about that if he were still alive. Yeah, I knew you would like it. I literally have had this book in my brain, and when I heard that they were doing a 20% off sale, I told the lovely wife I must have it. And she said, okay.
And then what happened?
Well, I mean, I might have purchased another item.
Or multiple
What's up,
items?
David? What you doing? No, it was just a set. So it really doesn't count as multiple items if it's a set. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I hadn't really noticed his Black Cat before, but damn. Look at this thing. Woo. All the single ladies. What? All the single ladies. So, I might have picked up the first appearance of Kyle Rayner today in the Green Lantern set because I've always wanted it, never had it. And as I was getting this out of the case, talking to the manager of the place, just kind of saying our goodbyes and whatnot, since I probably won't be back to that shop before we move. And as ADD kicks in, I'm talking to the man, and out of the corner of my eye, I see the Green Lantern. And I'm like, is that the first appearance of Kyle Rayner back there? He's like, I don't know, let me see. So he goes and grabs the set. And it's the whole set, 48, 49, 50, 51 from the storyline. So yeah, that is now in my possession as well. 20% off will make a man do crazy things. But I know I won't be back there before we move, since we can get everything rocking and rolling. David, you're finishing up work at 12:42 my time, which is what, 10:42 your time? You still got 4 more hours of work, Mr. Egg? Man, see, I would go back to, I'm on nights right now until the foreseeable future, so I've been off the last few days, just staying up all night, getting back in that routine, because tomorrow night I gotta go back to work. Sleep all day, work all night is not the life for me, but it gives me a lot of time with my kids, and a lot of time with comics. So it's not all bad, you know.
But not with me.
But not with her.
Boo.
The weekend. Are you? I don't know. I can text you, ask you what you're doing. Yeah, man. You have a good Sunday as well. I will be busy tomorrow and getting everything ready for the week ahead. Because now I have to work Sunday through Thursday, so I will not be on too late at night. But that's okay. I'll make up for it next weekend, I'm sure. You gotta keep your eyes for the prize, you know. You gotta keep your eyes open for these exclusives from Campbell, Brooks. Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about the Adam Hughes Vampirilla. Later, Mr. Rig. Have a good one, man. It's good. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. It's always good to chat to people in the community. Not just by, I mean, most of the people on here I talk to on the regular anyways, but it's always good. I appreciate it. Just want to do something different, you know, and do a live show, because that's what y'all like. See what I did there? That was for you, Mr. Rig. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the move, not gonna lie. This is gonna be a coming home party for me, so.
It's driving.
Yeah. David says he's driving and watching. I appreciate the commitment. Don't text. You can just watch, don't text. I think that's legal. Mr. Seeking Near Mint. You an entrepreneur yet? You got your own business yet? What does that mean? Well, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love. You've been nothing short of kind to me I've been on this YouTube thing for like a year and a couple months now. You've always been there, always. I appreciate that. He's a good dude. Uh-oh. The baby awakens. Run! Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new books coming out. I got a lot of stuff. We have a ton of stuff to show in our next, in our next haul video, which we were going to do tonight, but some of us weren't feeling too well. The wife. Oh, voice texting. You know, it never works out well for me.
Or me.
Or my wife. It comes up with some really crazy shit. Like I don't know if I just have really, like, I feel like I have a speech impediment sometimes when I'm talking to that thing. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm glad it works for you. But, anyways. I did find today, I will share this. I'm just sharing it, not showing it, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I did find 2 Lucio Perillo covers today that I've never seen before. And, you know, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same as me. When you collect covers, you know certain artists by their style no matter what. And, you know, it cracks me up when my wife says, how'd you know that was this person? Or how'd you know that was this, that, and the other thing? And I'm like, I just know the art style. You know, I can pick Perillo out. I can pick Delato out. Paul Green. You know, obviously the Campbells, the Turners, those guys are easy. For those who've been around a while. Shouldn't say they're easy, because they're not. Not everyone has, like, the eye, or been around comics long enough to know, you know, good Lord, Michael Turner's been dead for like 10 years, you know. He's like the Tupac of comics, though, you know. Keeps putting out stuff even though he's dead, which I appreciate it, you know. I think Tupac had more hits, and probably Michael Turner had more hits after their passing than they did while they were alive, but that's okay. Oh, what else we got? If you guys haven't seen yet, the Art Germ covers that are, he's ending up his Supergirl run at number 20. And I really like what he's doing in his last, I think it's like 3. these next 3 covers he's gonna do has got like he actually said on Instagram that his last one is a homage to Michael Turner, which is really cool. If you guys haven't seen it, you can pre-order it. I do most of probably all of my pre-ordering is done online. I tried to approach my LCS. This is before we knew we were moving, because J. Scott Campbell is going to have a 1 in 50 variant for the new Domino series coming out in April, just in time for the Deadpool movie. But anyways, I tried to go through those guys about pre-ordering the J. Scott Campbell, and I don't know, they burned me a few times. So if you guys have heard me rant about it in the past, like the Alex Ross Captain Marvel #1, dude, I talked to that guy from the day it hit pre-orders. I'm like, just whatever I gotta do to get one, I don't care, just get it. No problem, no problem. The day it comes out, oh sorry, the one we got was damaged. And I'm like, okay, so I go in their shop like a week later and it's sitting in their case. And I'm like, you freaking guys. And that had also happened another time with Howard the Duck #1 with the 1 in 25 variant for, was it not Gwenpool, yeah, Gwenpool. So, I really wanted the 1 in 25. He told me they would get it for me, and then they told me they didn't have it, and I went in. I talked to the manager, and he went to the back and pulled it out for me, because we're friends like that. But me and the owner, not so much. I tried. I mean, it's like, hey, I can't force you to take my money, which I don't understand. Like, you know, like the whole thing with the Captain Marvel thing still doesn't make sense to me. Which name are you talking about there? The Michael Turner, J. Scott Campbell, Lucio Perillo. I'm confused, I think. I have ADHD, so you have to bear with me. I go through a lot of stuff. Oh, Artgerm. Yeah. Gotcha. Sorry about that. Really all over the place. Artgerm, his real name is Stanley Lau. I'll write that on there for you too.
He's amazing!
It's my wife's favorite artist. So Stanley Lau, Artgerm is his nickname. He signs, if you're looking through covers and you see the signature, he signs it Artgerm, just so you know. But yeah, he's, oh my gosh, he's done so much stuff right now. Once all my pre-orders come in, we're going to have like, the mailman's going to be like, hey, you know what, I'm tapping out.
Probably should stop pre-ordering until we move.
Yeah, no kidding.
We won't be getting half our stuff.
That's true. Yeah, it's interesting. He's on Instagram too, and he does, again, I would love to have a commission for my wife, not for me. Wink, wink. But he's very expensive, and he's very selective on what he will do. But he does amazing stuff. Definitely high on the list of wants, for sure. Oh, nice. You're going to meet him at the ECCC coming up here. That's awesome. Is he expensive on his remarks? I'm just curious because I have a remark coming from Mark Brooks on the white cover of the Phoenix that he just did for the set. Yeah, I love Granoff too. I was looking, a Spidey fan contacted me yesterday, said he's going to see you out there, asked me if I wanted any books signed to send to him, so I was kind of going through stuff to see, and I came across my Adi Granov Nova variant, which I really, really like that cover. So it'll be kind of cool to have him sign me up, get that sigged up, but I don't know if his signature, if it's like Adam Hughes, we're just going to AH and an exclamation point. I don't know what Adi Granov's is like. But it's a really dark cover, so it'd be kind of like, I don't know. But I did come across another artist that I'm going to send to Spidey Fan to get signed. It's an obscure artist, but she's going to be there, and I happen to have one of her covers that I like a lot, so whatever. And then, yeah. So the thing I've learned with this whole commission thing is, if you're going to be at a convention and know well enough in advance, you can have a decent shot at getting on their list. As long as it's, I mean, you can do like pre-commission stuff. Is probably the easiest way to go. Yeah, who knows? I know kind of what the Mark Brooks thing was, but Mark Brooks is a interesting dude. But yeah, Adi Granov seems pretty cool too. I'm friends with him on Facebook, so he oh, nice. You already talked about that. That's even better. Very cool. Why are we laughing? Just kidding. No, that's just his nickname. Art Germ. His real name is Stanley Lau. So, yeah, his last name is Lau.
L-A-U.
L-A-U. Yeah. So, I'm really interested in some of the like not incentive. Let me rephrase that. What?
Nothing.
Oh. The Comic-Con exclusives, I should say. So like there's the ECCC Adam Hughes one that thankfully I was able to get in on for me and a friend. And then what else? I would really like, I mean, I know like we had this whole year planned out until my job put a wrench into it, so you know, it is what it is. But definitely gonna do the Dallas Fan Expo. We'll be there for sure. I don't know what kind of stuff goes on there. I haven't been to an actual convention since like 1994. I don't know, that's dating myself, but the last time I went to a convention was in Arlington, Texas. I was in high school, and I went there with my friend. I wasn't really into comics at the time, but Clive Barker was there, and my stepmom was really into like Stephen King and Clive Barker stuff. So I wanted to get this book signed for her by Clive Barker. And I don't know if you guys have seen what Clive Barker looks like now. He did not look like then. He was the biggest, nerdiest looking guy you can imagine. He's got the big 90s glasses and everything. And now he's like this really, you know, out of the closet, awesome looking dude. Takes care of himself.
Out of the closet?
Yeah, he's
I got you.
yeah. Whatever the politically correct term is for homosexual. That's what he is.
That's the politically correct term.
Oh, look at you, man. You missed out on the early part of the show. You could come up here, and I have a huge collection that a guy is selling you can have a lot of fun with. Anyway, so this Clive Barker was super crazy to see. He had all these paintings he did of Hellraiser and stuff, and it was just crazy. Yes, Escargot. Thor 705 by Art Germ is freaking badass.
Oh, you don't have that one?
It's not out yet. Good night, man. Be safe.
Oh.
Can't wait to see what you get from those long boxes. It's not out yet. It's been pre-ordered. They're also doing a 1 in 100 virgin cover for that cover, and holy shit, I have to have that for her, not me.
I saw that.
You need an Art Germ book? I could probably hook you up with an Art Germ book.
Wait, who needs an Art Germ?
Matilda.
I got you.
I could probably hook you up with Supergirl Art Germ book. Oh, you read a book by him. My bad. Clive Barker? Sorry, I thought you were wanting an Art Germ book. Which, to be honest, that is how my friendship with Escargot 80 started. It all started over an Art Germ book. Supergirl. Yeah, Clive Barker, the book I got signed for my stepmom, I can remember, it was Weave World. If you ever read that. I read some of his stuff back in the day. Whatever. The Midnight Meat Train. If you guys ever read that book, disturbing as hell. But then they made a movie about it, and it's probably one of the best. Like.
Oh, we went and saw that in theaters, didn't we?
We did, late at night, at midnight.
That was creepy. Not a fan of that. The movie, yes. Not watching it at midnight. That was creepy.
Anyways, the movie was one of the best. What do you call it? Adaptation from book to film that I've probably seen. We used to be really big movie people. Man, Scotty's just running over here. He's not committed. He sees me and he runs back. Anyways, we used to watch a crap load of movies before we had a crap load of kids. So, that was one of the better horror movies I've seen. I like horror movies. Not like, not
gory.
Not gory, but
Yeah.
anyways, I'm excited for Black Panther. That's actually probably the most hyped Marvel movie I've had in a long time. Thor was like super surprisingly good for me. I mean, it was really funny. But Black Panther is like the one I've been most excited for. What else? We got Deadpool 2 for sure. That was going to be my 2018 #1 movie to see. Just because if you know me very well, you know my affinity for the Deadpool. The Merc with the Mouth. The Mighty Wade Wilson. He should have had a series called The Mighty Wade Wilson instead of Wade Wilson's War, which is a pretty cool, weird war story. But, yeah. Not too much going on. Pretty quiet on the chat, I see. Running out of things to talk about. We've been doing this for like an hour. Dang! Long-winded. I could talk this all night long, though, seriously. Between commissions and variant covers, I don't even care. I'm trying to think about starting back my Power Girl collection. I don't know. I was talking to Spidey Fan yesterday. I guess Adam Hughes isn't. I know he's not doing any sketches for ECCC, or not taking any commissions. Let me rephrase that. So, but I guess he's doing like side profile sketches for like $40. I'm tempted to bite, but I don't know. I really want a Gwen Stacy. I decided. I met Adam Hughes once. Really nice guy. That was back before he was like super famous or super popular. It probably came out in your part of the world. I know it didn't come out in the States yet, but I know Black Panther premiered already in other countries, for whatever reason. We get it next weekend, so, like, what, Thursday night we'll get it, so. Oh, you didn't get it yet either? Yeah, we get it on whatever next Thursday is. What is that? 16th?
Like that.
Yeah, I think it comes out on the 16th here. So, we're going to go next Sunday. The 18th is what we have our tickets for. That'll be our last movie viewing before the movie viewing. Moving. You're shit with movies? What does that mean? You're not good with them? You don't like them? You love them too much? Or don't know much about them? No. Yeah, we watched, we were supposed to watch Gaslight by Gotham tonight, the animated movie, but I decided to do this instead, I guess. But I heard good things about that one. I really want to check it out. We'll probably do that sometime in the future, I guess. And then we watched Wonder. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's kind of a, for us with the kids, their school is all about the anti-bullying stuff and teaching people to be nice and respectful, and this is kind of what the movie was about. A kid with facial deformities that gets harassed and bullied and whatnot. So it's kind of a cool movie to teach the kids like a life lesson. You know, for us, we as parents, we have a very strict no bullying policy in our house. Um, so, you know, there's that. Which book did you read? Just out of curiosity. I used to read a lot of books. I need to read more books. Oh, Wonder. Was it? I mean, the movie was great, so I'd imagine that the book was even better. Um, yeah, it was pretty touching movie. You think about that kind of stuff, and you know, in modern society and whatnot, and how things are going. As a parent, it's kind of frightening. You know, just I mean, we all. I mean, I grew up in a different era, obviously, and you know, I was a chubby little kid, so I know what it's like to be tormented and bullied and whatnot. But you know, we were just taught. Hmm.
I don't know. Kids have gotten meaner.
Yeah, kids are hateful. That's for sure. So, you know, that's our job as parents is to try and make sure our kids don't turn out to be the next assholes of the world. The best that we can. Um, so the book felt a bit not real. Huh, that's too bad. A little disappointing, actually. Huh. So, I'm about done with my due. But I appreciate you guys stopping in. Appreciate the chat tonight. Like I said, I just want to do something different. Next time I do this, I'll have a little more comic talk. It was kind of a test run. I was trying to see what we could do with our laptop, and unfortunately, it sucks. So I had to go back to the phone. I'm looking all over the place. I see so many me's. I'm like, who do I look at? I look at this me or this me. You're cynical? Interesting. Well,
Why cynical?
I can see that, I guess. I could see how just some of that stuff, I guess if you've never experienced it yourself, would not seem too real. Yeah. But just know, kids can be awful to each other. But anyways, probably gonna head out, get some stuff done before. Gotta go to sleep, I guess. Don't understand. You want to see the Colette Turner Commission? Okay. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'm gonna go grab this commission quick, then I'll be right back. Can't not honor a request. I'm back. Alright. I just grabbed them all because, you know, except for the ones that are hanging on the wall. I have a Power Girl by Fabiano Oliverio. Dude, that Power Girl's freaking sick. Alright. Here you go. See it? Colette Turner. It's very, very nice. I wish I could get this damn glare. But Hey, Wolvie fan, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do more of this kind of stuff. I like the live chats, to be honest. I do a lot of them during the daytime, just conversing. But here's my pride and joy, of course, my Natalie Sanders. You can never see enough Natalie Sanders art in your life. See, the very first commission I ever got, you'd have to go way back into my videos to see this one, but the first artist I ever got a commission from, well, since I got back into collecting, so once I got into blank covers, I should say. So this is from Stacey Lee, if you guys know who that is. I don't know what she's doing now. She did some covers for Marvel with the Silk and stuff like that, and I think she kind of fell off the face of the planet. She doesn't return my messages. She doesn't even acknowledge my existence anymore.
Get yourself together, man.
Sorry. But she did do this for me, and knowing what I know now about commissions, this was like $70, so, you know, way different from a year and a half ago to now. X-23? Yeah. I was so in love with this. Like, she had her own spot in our pillow. But, what else? Let me show off the remark since I got it here with me. Heather's remark. See that? From Chad Harden. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. That's what that is right there. That's nice. You got some Joker teeth and Harley Quinn eyes. And we have stuff on our wall too for our wedding anniversary, right? Last year. Last year I got her there's an artist on Facebook or on Instagram, Chris Delarla. I'm gonna write this for those who are interested. Delara.
He said Delarla.
Delarla. Chris Delora is a lady. She doesn't do blank covers anymore for whatever reason. She's in Canada. And anyway, so we have an 11 by 17 framed Harley Quinn that she did for Heather as our wedding anniversary present. And it was really cool because she did like a rough sketch or what have you. Sent it, you know, sent me a picture, says this is what you like, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, that's cool. And then she changed it and did a whole different take and sent us the original. So we got the colored one, the finished one. Then she sent the pencils of the original. And then I commented on one of her Batgirl sketches, so she sent me a Batgirl sketch. Probably like 10 different prints she sent us that I've...
little, like, mini prints.
Yeah, mini prints, and it was just crazy. And she signed everything, literally signed everything. But she does a lot of pinup work. And I think that Harley Quinn was like $160 after all was said and done. So there's a lot of reasonable people out there.
Big. It was a big one. So.
But anyways, that's pretty much it for commissions right now. I really like getting them on the blank covers. They're kind of cool. I think I'm gonna get, if everything goes well with Sora Song, we haven't discussed the price yet, but I'm gonna get a Ms. Marvel. I asked for Ms. Marvel in the likeness of Brie Larson. If you guys have seen the pictures leaking of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, for me personally, I think if you go back to like the Carol Danvers, that, you know, Ms. Marvel, not Captain Marvel, I think she's like the perfect cast. At first I was like, Brie Larson, but we love Brie Larson. We loved her in the show United States of Terra. It was an awesome show. So Anyways, I've been wanting. I mean, she did a really cool. Sora Song did a really cool Captain Marvel with like the mohawk and all that stuff, and that's not what I want. I want the Brie Larson version, shorter length hair kind of stuff. But we'll see. Like I said, we haven't worked out a price yet, so I don't know what that's gonna look like. Hopefully it happens. If not, I'll be on to the next artist on my list of top 10. My number one artist isn't even a comic book artist. His name is Kale, and I don't know how you say the last name, NGU. So I don't know how you pronounce that. But anyways, he does some crazy artwork as well. You can see he does more of an anime style. You can see from my shirt here, a bit of an anime fan. And you guys know I have my Babes with Blades collection, so you'll see a theme here. You know, one babe with a blade. The only exception to the rule was this, because this is something that I had thought of about a year ago. And after seeing Colette's work, I got on her wait list. And I got this, the day of Christmas Eve. I think it showed up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was like just in time for Christmas. Yay! So then I think all the other commissions I have are Babes with Blades. Blade. So yeah, that'll be next. That'll be, I mean, I guess Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel will be another exception to the rule, but that's okay. Some rules are meant to be broken. It's not really a rule, it's just kind of my collection, I guess. So, I should have got a top loader today. I forgot to get a top loader for my Bella artwork. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for commissions out there, please share, because I'm always looking to get some stuff done. I mean, I've met Ryan Kincaid on Facebook. He does cool work. The one commission I'm still waiting from 2017 is a magic commission by a guy by the name of Jim Kyle. He's done a lot of artwork over the years for Marvel and like the trading cards. So he did a lot of the trading card art. So originally I had talked to him about doing I have a thing for like lady elves. Yes, we do have a commission from Chris Delara. It's just hanging up on the wall. I can show you some prints if you want to see what her prints look like.
It'll come off the wall. Yeah.
Or I can go get it off the wall, I guess, and it's not a big deal. If you would like to see what it looks like. See what it looks like, pray tell.
Alright, weirdo.
What's really creepy is everything I do on the phone is like slightly off on the computer, so it's like oh, you're not bothering me, man. Not a big deal. If you want to see it, I'll go get it. I really want to show the Power Girl, and that's hanging right next to it.
Let's do it.
So, I'll be right back. Surprise! I'm back. You didn't even have to say pretty please. Look at this. If you can see this thing. This is all in pencil. He just did freaking Harley Quinn on his Instagram. And he sells most of these on eBay as well. I got this one for $50 last year. probably the most detailed freaking commission. Everyone who sees it's like, is that a print? No. I love Power Girl. For two reasons, obviously. Just kidding, there's more than two. But, oh man. This hangs right by my desk. So anytime I'm having a rough day, I just say, "What's up, Kara?" She doesn't say much, but she doesn't have to. And then, this is the wife's. So it was our anniversary, so she did her like a gift, like her popping out of the present. So, yeah. It's 11 by 17. It was pretty cool. The only other thing I have on my wall for commissions is the Batgirl sketch, which is really just small, but it's really, really nice. Not as nice as this Fabiano Oliveira. Those are the days, man. Collecting Power Girl. I kind of wish I had all my old Power Girl collection back. Yes. I used to have quite the Power Girl collection, I did. So, excuse me. Alright. Ooh, Fabiano, yeah, man. He has crazy good stuff. Do you see this Harley Quinn he did? The nude one? Excuse me. Got a bit of a cold. He's all about the boobs, too, speaking of boobs. Not escargot, but, I mean, maybe you are too, I don't know. But definitely Fabiano loves boobs. It's kind of cool, though, to see how their process is. Like, how we take, like, pictures and models and stuff, and that's where he comes up with his, like, designs and whatnot. So it's kind of cool to see the process. I like to see the processes. Shoot. Excuse me, guys. Getting past my bedtime. Not really. I don't have a bedtime. I'm an adult. Oh, what else? Anything else going on? Anything else you want to see for my collection? Oh. I don't have any. I mean, I have lots of books I could show from that we haven't shown yet, but I've been told a big ol' don't. Oh, hey, welcome back, David. You just missed the commission show. See, you guys have met. That's good. Just arrived home. You figured, hey, everyone else is up late. Might as well catch in. Are you still doing your own thing for a job, or you have to work for someone else now? What's your story, David? What's the story? Oh my gosh, this stupid cold is killing me. They gave us the black bag treatment. You did do that. Okay, awesome. I knew that's... when we talked before, you said you were thinking about doing that, but I didn't know you pulled the trigger. That's awesome. Now I need you to invest in my comic book idea. My comic book shop. I got a proposition. Oh, you guys ever hear of the comic book called Raise the Dead 2? Yeah, I suppose, man, all that stuff's gonna take some time. So just the gas station, the convenience store part of it's open, but no gas. Well, if you need a guy who's AB certified in gas stations, I'm your guy. I got a certificate and everything. It's good till 2021, I believe. So I'm certified to do anything you need. I have a lot of really weird certifications. That's one of them. Had to take a course and everything to get certified.
It's really weird.
I know. Work paid for it. I also have a forklift license. Well, I'm that too. I don't need a certification for that.
For crazy?
No, for boob inspector.
Oh, yeah.
So have you guys heard of the comic Raise the Dead 2? This is my exciting... That's not true. There's tons of strippers that want you to inspect their boobs. So what is the strip club scene like in Seattle? Or else... Oh, for free. Yeah, that makes sense. You could do like a... Believe it or not, I've never been to a strip club ever, so, you know, I don't know anything about them. Most people find that hard to believe, but it's true. Oh my gosh. I have so much crap that we bought this weekend to show off. Like, it's unbelievable. Really? So why the hell did you leave Hawaii? There's no perk that I'm hearing right now. You went from Hawaii all the way to Washington State to buy a gas station. I find that hard to believe. What's going to be the name of your gas station? Is it going to be called All About Gas? Brookside, that is not as clever. You need me to come up with your names, clearly. It could be called All About Convenience. And Auburn, Washington. The thing about naming businesses, I mean, you did a smart... If you named that business, did you name it or did it come with a name? That would have confused a lot of people. Like, I don't know why they call it the SNMC, but we'll stop there anyways. They probably don't sound like that in Washington, but, you know, whatever. But with Brookside, you know, they always say when you're going to name a business, this is old school, but they said you want to have a letter that's early in the alphabet. Hence the reason I come up with All About Comics. Other than the fact that I'm literally all about comics. I don't care about people's anything. Like,
That sounded terrible.
I don't mean it terrible.
I don't care about people's anything.
I'm just saying, like, I don't care what you believe. I don't care your religion. I don't care your favorite food. I like them all. And, you know, we literally, like, the one thing I've learned in this YouTube community, in this comic book community, oh, right on. Yeah, fair enough. But still, Brookside, it's high in the alphabet. So, good move there. I'm excited for you. Should be a good deal once you get some gas at your gas station. Because you kind of need that, I suppose. Do you guys have a Sam's Club there? You need to get your stuff from Sam's Club. Or, well, I don't think Costco has much for business people.
Boo!
Anyways, you can make a
We're
lot of
not
money.
biased here.
A little bit biased. But, what was I saying? No one collects comics here. They gotta collect comics there, man. You got the freaking ECCC there. There's gotta be some people, because, shit, I learned today they have a waiting list just to get a vendor booth. So that's pretty crazy. Of course, they probably sell other things, I suppose, like jewelry. They smoke weed and drink all day? Well, you better load up on the fucking Rice Krispie treats and, Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, are you like an outside of Seattle or a suburb, or just I just assume that you're in Seattle? I hear Washington. That's like the only city I know besides Tacoma. Well, how far is Auburn from Seattle? Is it a neighbor, a long distance cousin? What's the situation? Oh shit. So yeah, it's kind of a jaunt. Wow. That's too bad. I don't know where we're going in Texas. I've already been looking up comic shops, and I think I'm gonna have to open my own. I think that's the only way to really feel the need or fill the void. I mean, Dallas has a lot of shops up there, but where we're looking to live is about an hour and a half away, which is fine. But my old hometown, there's no comic shops there anymore. I used to have one as a kid that I enjoyed going to, but it does not exist. That's kind of how it is. I mean, anymore. So like the comic shop we went to today, it's like I said, all the back issues are half price, but behind the counter they have like 4,000 fucking magic things or whatever. Yeah, you get some sleep, man. I gotta get off here too. I ramble too much. Go to bed. Go get your collection tomorrow. Share it on YouTube. Later. Have a good night, man. Everyone else gone? This is time to say a bid adieu. A bid adieu badoo.
Does it say how many are watching?
2. Probably
Lovely.
Escargot and you. And me. Or maybe it's just me and you. We're having like a husband and wife conversation.
Oh, that could be. I never thought of that. Because you're watching yourself.
Right. Alright then, we'll sign off here. Thank you all for watching. Have a glorious night.
A glorious